So, we just got out of the 2015 Adam Sandler kinda sort of comedy, Pixels. Keels, you got that IMDb? We got, of course, Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Kevin.
Actually, the president of the United States.
Kevin James is the president of the United States. After Obama. The black guy at the very end is just like, yo, you're my second favorite president. My boy still Obama. I'm like, yo.
Peter Dinklage.
Game of Thrones fans. Oh, jeez.
Josh Gad is Ludlow.
Alright.
Michelle Monaghan.
Michelle Monaghan's the love interest, pretty much. But, overall, the movie is about these, pretty much in 1982, an orb was set up into space, and aliens took it as, a challenge, and they sent, for some reason, footage of the 1982 World Video Game Championship.
I guess it was a time capsule type thing?
Yeah, it was a time capsule thing that got sent up, and, of course, Adam Sandler and his crew were kids back in the day, and now, as adults, their lives suck, minus Kevin James, who became the president. And, they're brought to come back into action to fight off these video games. Now, this movie currently holds a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. IGN gave it a 4.5 out of 10. Now, regardless of their scores, I enjoyed some aspects of Pixels. Now, is it a good movie as a whole? They took a really cool concept, and especially in this day and age. 80s video games, it's retro, and they even had when they were doing the messages, they had Hall & Oates in there, Love Boat, what else, Madonna, Ronald Reagan, they had all these 80s, it's a very 80s vibe. Fantasy Island. They should have made this movie, this movie was made back in 07, maybe 05, that would have been wow, it would have contrast the whole, because now it's just so dated. They wouldn't have, but...
Futurama did it better?
Yeah, Futurama. I still feel like they stole it from Futurama.
Oh, yeah.
I totally feel like they stole it from Futurama.
Well, Adam Sandler's in his lazy days, so...
Well, the guy who did this original, this short film, they stole it from Futurama. Adam Sandler stole it from that short film guy.
It's just a bunch of stealing.
And
someone should have stole the script because this needed it.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep this over with.
Let's talk about the pros before we get into the,
the pros.
I think visually it looked good.
Yeah.
Retro music.
Yeah,
gaming music.
They had little things in there where the Donkey Kong theme was being. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's a cool touch.
Playlist is fine. I like the little.
Think about the movie. It had laughs almost about every 5 minutes or so to keep you sort of interested.
Unless you're that one lady that sat above of us who was laughing every time somebody sneezed in the movie. She laughed.
That's what
a 5 out of 4.
That's what made it more funny because that lady was sitting behind us just cracking up.
Yeah, our theater experience. There's Adam Sandler's #1 fan in the audience, just right there, laughing at everything that happens.
Just waiting. I want those press passes eventually. We're gonna need them because we can't be doing this stuff in theater.
No, I know. But overall, yeah, just I gotta say, let's get into this is the real easy part. Let's get into the negatives of Pixels.
The acting. Some of the characters, the acting was bad. The kid was getting transported up to the mothership.
Yeah, his face was oh no.
He played better when he was worried about Hubert than him.
Actually getting sucked in. I'm like, all right.
I got a question about. I understand Peter Dinklage is a good actor, but why did he have to be a combination of a redneck and Dom Panani?
I don't know.
I was kind of mad. I was like,
cliche 80s washed up guy.
It would have been better if he was actually even British
Yo,
instead.
how
I would
about-
deal with that.
How about the random cameos of Serena Williams and Martha Stewart?
What's hilarious?
It's he's in. So Peter Dinklage's character, it happened. He's in prison, and one of his the weirdest thing for what he wants is a deal is if you help us stop and save the world, we'll give you like a Martha Stewart, Serena Williams and with a sandwich. I'm like,
That's what he wanted.
That's
what he wanted.
Getting better.
I'm like, what? Who would ask for this?
Who contacted Martha Stewart? That's what I want to know.
Somebody broke her out of jail. That house arrest. Yeah.
Like,
Well, let's see. This is just classic Adam Sandler movie that he's been putting out the past couple years. Just working class guy who, you know, is
Down
kind
on his
of
luck.
kind of a loser-ish, and you know all these crazy things happen, but he still gets the girl. Like you said,
Kind of
laughs.
cliche.
A lot of cliches. Well, I mean, he always makes movies like that. Like you said, a lot of laughs within 5 minutes of each other. That's about it, man. It's just an Adam Sandler movie, and yeah, the concept is cool with the old video games.
Yeah, like they took a really cool concept and just like butchered.
But it was just the story it's just weak. The acting is weak.
What's his face?
Josh Gad.
Josh Gaz. Yeah, his when he was, what's the girl's name? They were like his
Oh,
crush,
Lady Lisa.
Lady Lisa.
The
I was
video
like,
game, yeah.
how on earth? I was like, it's kind of predictable. Like when she comes to life, and then it's never explained when she actually comes to physical life.
Yeah.
Like she's no longer pixels.
well,
it's like.
it's the same thing with Kubrick. That's why.
Well, Kubrick was pixelated.
Cuba was pixelated the whole entire movie.
He really didn't need to be all smoothed out.
He didn't need to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, he did.
Yeah, because if he
need to
didn't,
be-
he wouldn't have. Like, I'm like, wouldn't it have been easier instead of Cuba turning into Lady? Like,
That's one of the parts that I didn't like.
yeah, I was
weird.
just like, wouldn't that be the third and final trophy?
The stinger is hilarious at the end.
The what?
This little stinger they had at the end after he got
Oh.
Josh Gad got with Lady Lisa.
And then had Cuba kids. I'm
yeah,
like,
the Kubrick
really?
kid. I was like, so basically he married a guy, girl, or some in betweenish
Weird.
of cartoon and a female. I don't know.
Yo,
I
Well,
give
no,
him-
it was
I-
Kubrick. It was Kubrick
was
all
Kubrick.
along if they had Kubrick babies.
So I just give this thing a 1.5.
Exactly. 1.5 is what I'm giving it to.
I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna go two out of 4. 2 out of 4. What about you, Cadillac?
I'm struggling between a 1.5 or a 2. I'm really, yeah, I'm just gonna be nice and give it a 2.
Yeah,
You guys have any favorite parts?
I love Lady
Lady
Lisa. Yeah, I loved everything, every scene with Lady Lisa, because there was. Yeah, there was like nobody good to look. And Serena Williams came in. I was like, all right, this movie's shaping up. And then Lady Lisa comes in. I'm like, oh, Bay's been replaced. But I will say this: Josh Gaz's character, he was so out there with everything. Like, I would say, he definitely brought the most comedy in the movie. Like, just everything he did. But it was so creepy vibe comedy. Like, it was just like, why are you here?
Has a chloroform.
He had chloroform. The first time you meet him, he has chloroform in his pocket. I'm like, what?
After he's already being hidden inside Adam Sandler's truck for the whole day, got into the.
What did he do? Like, the whole
After
day.
part, he could have probably killed the president too, because he was in the truck from the whole entire time. Adam Sandler went to the girl's house, to the White House. He could have went in and chloroformed him and the president.
Yo, how did Kevin James, zookeeper over here, become president? Who voted for him? Who voted for Kevin James? 4 more years, guys. Paul Blart. Go see Paul Blart Bar Cop 2, because nobody saw it.
Like when you got people running for president like Donald Trump, I vote for Kevin James.
Over Donald Trump, yeah. Well, you can see we're not very conservative here at God's Night. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all right. I got to think of my favorite. I love the Pac-Man battle.
Oh yeah.
And they had a little like Tim, because if you the Super Bowl commercial where it was Pac-Man, they said, "Oh, we're filming a Super Bowl." I don't know if that was done on purpose, but I think that was like my favorite scene.
I still predicted that what's his name was cheating the whole time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because it was like, how fast you? I was like, oh, he's cheating.
yeah. What about you, Cadillac?
Pac-Man and the Centipede scenes, those are my favorite.
Yeah, the centipede scene was pretty cool. But the musical choice that they had, like, when I'm just like working for the weekend when you're
It was-
fighting Centipede. I'm
It's
like,
typical.
it's like let's get like a handful of the 10 best 80s songs and just throw them in the movie.
Like I said, that's Adam Sandler movie.
We all can't be
All
James
these
Gunn.
80 cliches and 80 phrases coming back to life.
Yep. Tubular. I was waiting for Bill and Ted to just walk in like, hey guys, cameo.
I'm telling you, he
And,
just talked about it.
I think my favorite scene was the Donkey Kong scene.
Oh, at the end,
First,
yeah.
when the music starts playing, I was like, oh shit.
Hey, yeah, when I heard that, it was like, doop, 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 doop. I was like, oh, why are they playing it? And it's in the back. It's so faint, though, but it's so, like, creepy in a way. Like, it's done nice. And I get it, like, again, the visuals are here. Like, if they took this concept and then actually did, like, a serious movie, it'd be
Like if the
cool.
characters weren't pixelated.
No, not
No, I'm
even...
saying make the characters not make the enemy not pixelated.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Even that. I mean, I would have loved it.
I feel like it was kind of good visually. Just,
Yeah.
The plot just sucked.
like I said, the story was weak.
But it's such a cool concept. That's the sad thing about it. Anyway, so the overalls. Anybody else have any final thoughts?
You gotta take.
What did you do?
I
1.5,
get,
right?
yeah, I was like, if you gotta take a concept like this, you actually need a good director and actually someone to write it, and not anyone involved. Yeah, almost anyone not involved with Adam Sandler, please.
I wish somebody else would have done it.
See, if someone does it again, it probably wouldn't be retro video games. It'd probably be current.
Think so?
Yeah.
The only enjoyable moment I liked when the video games were happening were the video game battles and The Last of Us. When the keyboard was getting
So much blood.
yes.
Yeah. Call of Duty, like classics like Call of Duty and Halo. I'm just like, it's kind of sad that that is our generation now.
Heck, the zombie battle would be nice.
Video game genre.
Well, while we're on the subject, do you guys have like
A favorite
favorite
game?
old school games like that?
Oh, I gotta say.
I have a couple, really.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear it,
Talk about it
Cadillac.
for a bit.
Galaga.
Galaga. Okay.
Galaga is one of my top favorites. Galaga, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man. That was like life back in the day.
And honestly, during the movie, I was waiting, like, where's the big orb that Pac-Man eats? And there it was.
Yeah, you know that.
Oh yeah, I whispered over to Keels. I was just like, all right, so what happens when like Pac-Man swallows the orb that like can make it so that you can eat him, and then that very next thing.
I was like, it's coming.
It has to, because we can't just do it like this. It would be such an anticlimactic battle, and then they did it. I was like, oh, Adam Sandler walking over out of the car like a boss, like, yo.
That scene was pretty cool though.
Yeah, he's like counting
10.
down. He's doing it. 10. 5. I'm like, oh.
Let's see. Favorite arcade game? It'll probably be Donkey Kong.
Really?
And yeah, because Donkey Kong 64 had like a little level where you can play the old one. And so that really interested me. And you know, of course, Pac-Man, that's number one.
My favorite was not nowhere in this movie. That would be Street Fighter.
Street Fighter? Just
I mean, it's nice.
Arcade.
It's like
that's where it started from. Arcade fight sticks. That's what it started from.
if you want to put Street Fighter, if we're,
Versus Capcom.
I was about to say that if we're including like arcade games, I'd say Marvel vs. Capcom. But even though I came in here with a Pac-Man shirt, I have to say my all-time favorite like retro video game, which they only like briefly showed, was still Super Mario Brothers from '85.
Yeah,
Like,
Mario just popped
yeah,
in.
just
That
popped
was-
in.
Because you need a licensing.
Yeah, to actually
like
do
certain,
it.
Like certain things, like you'll get.
Well, he
certain
got his
people-
start from Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you'll get the
So-
Donkey Kong, but that's why like when you saw Mario, he wasn't in his traditional colors. He was.
Yeah, in
he
the
was, you know,
in the Donkey Kong
yeah, and he was
colors.
like, look, and he was like.
And he was called
hair.
Jumpman.
Yep.
That's what he was. Like,
Jumpman.
no, I'm serious. Like, before he was Mario, he was Jumpman.
I'm kind of embarrassed to say when I played Donkey Kong, I never
Never
Really?
because I didn't know that you can use the hammer to smash the fireballs or the barrels. I just jumped. I didn't
Yeah, I
know
always-
that you could use the hammer that way.
I always
Oh,
done
yeah.
a lot in Donkey Kong.
Well, before we can,
Since Rashawn wants to bring the 90s arcade games in, I guess I would have to go with The Simpsons.
oh yeah,
Remember, it always...
The Simpsons where you could play as all 4 characters, and Marge had like the purse, and that would be her weepon, and she would hit people with.
Too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that and the Ninja Turtles arcade game.
I remember the Ninja Turtles arcade game. I was actually about to say, before we conclude this podcast, there's actually a video I'm going to attach. It's to sponsor Yestercade. It's in Red Bank, New Jersey. They have a bunch of arcade games. There's a video that was filmed on it. Check it out on our website. We'll attach it to this video. And I think oh yeah, it's loads
Say
fun.
the average is 1.7.
So the average score for the Guys Night Crew is a 1.75, but because of,
We only go for like.
we'll just do 1.5. 1.5, a solid score on that for pixels.
Yeah, this could have been better.
Telling
It
you,
could have been better.
you should have saw Ant-Man again. I'm just like, or a Southpaw. I don't know about paper towels, but
No, we're not. I don't want to see Paper Towels.
I don't want to.
I want to see Trainwreck.
Oh yeah.
That was
Check out our review for actually all of those films on our page. So until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
Rashawn.
Cadillac.
Lag out his kills.
Alright, and remember to subscribe to us on our YouTube page, like us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Guys Night Movies, and also on iTunes. And until next time, remember, we do what we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time.
We're out.